Good morning, good morning. I'm about 1 minute early, but I'm giving y'all a chance for Instagram to notify you that I'm live and to give y'all a chance to join me. We'll get started right at 11 o'clock. Hey, Liliana, thanks for joining. Okay, it is 11 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started because, as usual, I don't want to keep y'all super long. First, let me say welcome and thank you for joining me for this live quick discussion on basic skincare routines. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Fields, and I'm the founder of J Fields Co. and Spa. We are a luxury spa that's located here in Houston, Texas, and we handcraft luxury skincare products that are meant to positively change the skin. They are made with medical grade ingredients as well as natural and organic ingredients. We want to help you reach your skin goals while looking and feeling your best. So the other day I broke down some basic steps of a skincare routine, steps that are absolutely necessary, and then some additional steps that we can add in. So today I want to talk a little bit more about the additional steps that we can add in. But before we get into that, I want to remind you the steps of a basic skincare routine. So I went over 4 steps that should be included. Well, actually, let me say this. 3 steps that should be included with every skincare routine. And then I'll talk about my 4th one, which is an optional one. So we want to cleanse the face twice a day, morning and evening. We want to moisturize every single time we cleanse. And we want to wear sunscreen at the beginning of the day when you're going outside, regardless of what the weather is. So if it's rainy, it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's snowy, you're still going to apply your sunscreen. The 4th step I wanted to bring up was exfoliation. Now, for people who are not accustomed to doing a skincare routine and find it difficult to be consistent, I don't normally add in exfoliation right away. I need them to do the basics: cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting the skin. Once they can show me they can do that consistently and we're seeing improvement in the skin, then I work in the step of exfoliation. I talked about that in my live on Wednesday, so go back and watch that one and you can hear more specifics on that. But again, your skincare routine should be done twice a day, in the mornings and in the evenings. And if you ask why, that's because you wake up in the morning, you're getting ready to go out in the day, you want a fresh face. At the end of the day, you've been outside, your skin has been exposed to the environment, it's been exposed to pollutants. Some of us apply makeup, we all should be applying sunscreen. Sorry, Siri being nosy. You've applied or been exposed to all these things throughout the day. So now you need to cleanse the skin and give it a chance to renew itself overnight. So we want to start again with a fresh face. Apply your moisturizer and whatever other products that are in your routine. You go to sleep, your skin's renewed, you wake up in the morning, and you're going to do it all over again. Hey, thank you for joining. So that's why we want to do it twice a day. Now, I want to talk to you all about the extra steps that can be included in your skincare routine. And again, these are as needed. You should be creating your skincare routine with your esthetician or your dermatologist, and they're going to tell you why or when you need to add these extra steps in. So an extra step you can add in are face masks. Face masks are important and can help with hydration. They can help with controlling excess sebum, which is that yellow, oily, waxy substance that the skin produces. Masks can be created and used for many different reasons. Typically, depending on your skin type and the gold you use are going to determine how often you should be masking and what type of mask you can use. For example, we carry a couple of different masks with my spa line, and I would say, so we have 2 different kinds. So one for people with dry to normal skin, and then we have one for normal from combination to oily or acneic skin. The one that's for combination to acneic skin is going to help control your sebum. The one that's for dry to normal skin is going to add in moisture and hydration into the skin. And again, for dry skin people, I recommend they mask once or twice a week. For my oily or acneic people, I recommend they do that about 2 to 3 times a week. Again, each person is different. Your specific skincare needs are custom to you. The skincare routine your best friend uses, your best friend's boyfriend, sister's mom uses, very, very different from what your skin may need. It may work well for them. You both may have the same skin type, but you both may need something different. So don't just go and copy somebody else's routine because it works for them. Go and make sure you're having a routine that's created just for you. So how often they mask may be different than how often you need to mask, as well as which types of masks. So another skincare step that we can add in would be serums. And serums can range from vitamin C to acne spot treatments to oil-based moisturizers to dark spot removers. There are all sorts of serums, also known as treatments, that you can use. Sometimes they are used on different areas. So like a spot treatment for acne, if you have a breakout, a blackhead, a whitehead, a pimple of some sort, you're only going to put an acne treatment spot on that actual spot that's needing to be affected or cleared. For like vitamin C or your oil-based moisturizers, serums, those are going to be applied all over the face, like a vitamin B, those kind of things. It just varies. Each serum has a different purpose, has a different intent, so it's going to have different rules and instructions for them. Some they may only recommend you use at night, some may only be recommended in the daytime, some may only be recommended a few times a week. It really just depends, and the ingredients in them can also play a part. For example, grapefruit, essential oil, that actually can make the skin photosensitive. So that means you can burn if you go out in the sunlight. So that's a product that you most likely want to use at nighttime. So these are the kind of things you need to pay attention to when you're selecting products. So again, we were talking about serums being an extra step that can be added into a skincare routine. Another step are toners, and I've actually seen this conversation go back and forth, and I've even talked about it in the past somewhere down my timeline, and I talk about, are toners necessary? I believe toners are great, and again, depending on your skin goals, determines when you should use them. A couple of the toners that I carry in my spa, one is super hydrating. So you have dry skin or to normal skin, it's called a balancing toner. So it actually, toner is going to meant to catch any excess dirt or oil left on the skin that your cleanser may not have captured. There are some toners that come in that are astringent, so that's meant to help reduce the extra sebum. So again, that yellow, oily, waxy substance that the skin produces. There are some that are meant to help lighten dark spots. For example, my refining toner that we have is actually made with AHA, so alpha hydroxy acids. So that's meant to lighten dark spots. So again, toners can have many different purposes and intents, whether you use them and how often you use them, again, based on your specific skin needs. But it's an additional step that can be added in. Another skincare step are eye creams. That's based on age, lifestyle, and even genetics. Some people have under eye bags, or their under eye area is just dark. They were born that way. Even from a little kid, they've always had the dark under eyes. Certain eye creams can help lighten that area, can help hydrate that area, and reduce those under eye bags. But again, based on your specific skincare needs. Now, I know you've all heard of different skincare routines, some like 10-step routines, 5-step routines. I'm not a fan of any certain set of routines. I am a fan of a routine that's good for your skin that you can keep up. Now, say your skin actually needs a 6-step routine, but you have a hard time managing that. I'm not going to recommend 6 steps then. I'm going to recommend the 3 basics: cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting. Once we can get to doing that consistently, then we'll adjust to adding on other steps that may be necessary for your skin. But the last thing I want to do is pressure my clients or my non-clients into purchasing products just because I think you need this. I want you to purchase products that you're going to use that are going to help you. That's always been my motto in my business, and that's always going to be my motto in my business. I want products that you're going to use that are going to help you. So again, those are the 3 basic steps: cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting. But the other steps that we can add in are face masks, eye creams, serums, toners. We talked a little bit about exfoliants. The next thing I want to talk about is how much product you should be using. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I need to use a whole lot of product to make it effective, to make it work for my skin. That's not true. Most of the times, the more product you use, you actually could damage the skin and get adverse reactions. Most times, on average, you need about the tip of your pinky, if y'all can see that. The tip of your pinky finger, that's about how much product you need. Always look at the back of the bottle, the box that your product came in, and read the manufacturer's instructions. They'll tell you how much product you need, but on average, like I said, that tip of that pinky finger, you never really need more than that, except if we're talking about sunscreen. Sunscreen, you can use that whole finger, and that covers you from your forehead down to your décolleté. Your décolleté is going to be your neck and chest area. That is an area that's often overlooked, and it absolutely should be included in your skincare routine. A lot of times, women especially, We'll wear low cut tops or v-neck tops, and all of this area is exposed to the sun, but we didn't thoroughly cleanse it, or we didn't protect it with sunscreen. You go out 30 years later, you're trying to figure out, my face looks great, but my chest is wrinkly, my chest is saggy, my chest looks crazy, because you didn't protect it. So I want to remind y'all, always take care of your décolleté, which is your neck and your chest area. So again, you don't need a ton of product, and I would say, with the exception of sunscreen, you can use a whole pinky's finger. That should cover forehead, the rest of your face, your under chin, your neck, and your décolleté area. And sunscreen, you're always going to reapply. On average, every 2 hours, especially if you're out in direct sun, you're doing outside activities, and if you're swimming. Always a minimum SPF 30. So let's see. The next thing we have, be patient. Results do not happen overnight. You can get a new skincare routine today. Today is Friday, and you can start it today. Tomorrow, your skin won't be perfect. Next week, your skin may not be perfect. You have to use products on average 3 months, 90 days to see a difference in the skin, and you must use it consistently. So if the product says you need to be applying it twice a day every day, so for 90 days you have to wake up in the morning and do it, you have to go to bed at night doing it. That's how you're going to see a positive change in the skin in order to see what you really want to see. When you're starting a new skincare routine, I highly recommend you work directly with an esthetician, because, and as you're seeing your esthetician, whether it's virtually or in person, they've given you recommended products. They're going to be checking your skin. Okay, is this issue that we were looking at, is it improving? Okay, great, it's improving. Let's keep this routine. Okay, you know what? We started off really harsh and I feel like your skin is drying out a bit. So let's dial back the use of this item, or let's change this item out. Just like we all go to the medical doctor to treat things in our body that's going on, sometimes they adjust the level of a medication. Sometimes they adjust certain dietary restrictions, certain lifestyle restrictions. The same thing can apply for your skin. As an esthetician, we're trained to be experts in the skin. So we might need to make adjustments, especially as you change. Your diet change, your lifestyle change, your stress level at work changes. Whatever the case may be, as life goes on day and day, we may need to adjust your skincare routine, which means the use of a product or even the product itself. On average, when you start working with an esthetician, we always ask you to send us pictures or bring in the skincare products you use, because as we're evaluating your skin, we want to look at the products that you're using so we can see what could be leading to some conditions, what could be helping with some conditions, and so on. But most times we adjust what you're doing at home, especially if you've come to us to seek treatment for some sort of skin concern. We're going to change your products. Okay, well, I recommend product A, B, and C to help you address these concerns. So let's stop using your old. We're going to purchase these new, and we're going to monitor your skin over the next 3 months. And then we make adjustments through the process. This is especially true for my acneic clients that come in for me to work with them. That's especially true. I always have you start with, tell me what you're currently using. Tell me how often you're using it. Tell me about your lifestyle, your work schedule, your play schedule. How often are you out in the sun, and so forth. And then we adjust as we go through the process. Okay, so I've talked to you about, I reminded you of the basic skincare steps. I've talked to you about how often you should use products. I've mentioned additional steps that can be worked into your skincare routine. I've talked about how much product you should be using. We've talked about your patience level, meaning like your results are not overnight, being patient and allowing your skin and the products to work together, and allowing your esthetician to make adjustments as needed. The next thing I talked about was consistency. In order to see results, we have to be consistent with the use of those products. So that was the basic information I wanted to share with you all. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about specifically some of the products that we have in the spa. So some of the products we have, or we call them skincare kits. So I have skincare kits based on some basic skin types. So if you're an oily skin type, I have a skincare kit for you. If you're normal to combination, I have a skincare kit for you. If you're a dry skin, I have a skincare kit for you. If you're very sensitive skin, I have a skincare kit for you. And actually, let me speak on that really quickly. Sensitive skin is not a skin type. It's a skin condition. Most times, we cause our skin to be sensitive. And that is done by irritating the skin by either what we're eating, what we're consuming, what we're drinking, or by what we're putting on the skin. For example, I've had So I've had my spa since 2019. I went to school in aesthetic school in 2018, immediately graduated, got my license, opened my spa. So since 2019, I cannot tell you the number of people that have come into my spa and have either told me I scrub my face every day with some product that has a physical exfoliant in it, so that's some sort of bead, or I use some sort of chemical exfoliant, or I use some other product that's irritating my skin. And products can be just ingredients in random products, and they keep changing up because, oh, that didn't work, so I tried something new this week. Oh, that didn't work, and I tried something new. So most of the time, those actions causes their skin to be highly sensitive. So any new product can cause a slight breakout. It could even be the fabric softener in your clothes, the detergent that you're using, the excessive fragrances, perfumes. Lots of different things can play a factor onto why your skin is sensitive. So for anybody who comes into my spa and they tell me right off the top, my skin is sensitive, that's a red flag to me. Okay, thank you so much for giving me that information. Now let me ask you this series of questions so I can determine what's leading to sensitive skin. Then I know I need to pull out all my gentle products. So my products that are fragrance free, even some of my products that are made for eczema clients, because their skin is very sensitive, highly irritated. I need to use gentle products that are going to work well. So still deep cleanse the skin, but without causing further irritation. So that's my sensitive skin clients. So I have a sensitive skin kit for them. And we also have an eczema relief bundle for those clients that have eczema or psoriasis. So I just want to tell you, this is what it looks like when you order any of those kits. It comes in this little box. Let me turn the camera down just a smidge. And when you open it up, it tells you, hello, gorgeous. And it includes all of the products for a basic skincare routine. So I have a cleanser, I have a moisturizer. The only thing it doesn't include, is a sunscreen. But this kit also comes with an exfoliating product, and it comes with a serum. So this one comes with 5 products, and this particular kit is for my oily to acneic skin clients. So all of our kits are going to come with the products you need to absolutely take care of your basic skin needs, with the exception of your sunscreen. But it also comes with a serum for treatment and an exfoliating product. If you don't know where to begin, you're like, you've given me a lot of information, a lot to think about, but I still don't know where to begin, then I encourage you to book a consultation. You can do them virtually or you can do them in person. This will allow me to look at your specific skin, talk to you about your lifestyle, the products you use, and I'll make a recommendation for products for you to use at home. Even if that's one of my skin kits, or if I mix and match up different products. And in the spa, I actually work with a few other lines. And when I say few, I'm talking 3. I'm very select with the type of products I use. I have been using certain products since I was in aesthetic school, and things that I've been exposed to in some of my trainings and conferences that I've attended over the years, because every year I'm working to improve myself so that I can offer you guys the best. So there are a few other lines that I work with, but I'll look at your skin individually and tell you what I recommend for you to use to reach whatever goal it is that you and I set. I then also, if you're here in Houston or one of the surrounding cities, I'll make a recommendation. Okay, you know what? Your skin could also benefit from this treatment. The number one question I'm asked by facial clients is, how often should I get this facial? Once a month. Bare minimum, once a month. Because when you're at home and you're cleansing the face, typically you're washing real quick. You're trying to get through your routine so you can go on about your day or so you can go to bed. In the spa, I double cleanse every single client and I exfoliate. Depending on what's going on with the skin, sometimes we might do a double exfoliation. But every cleanse I do is a minimum of 2 to 3 minutes. The same process with your exfoliation. So when you come in for a facial, you are getting a very deep cleanse and exfoliation in the skin. But I'm also looking with my little mag light magnifying glasses at your skin. I'm trying to see exactly what I need to do to help your skin look healthy and be healthy at this time. So that's why I always recommend clients get a facial at least once a month. This is in addition to the consistent skincare routine that you are doing at home. So if you don't know where to begin, book a consultation. But if you've understood all the information I'm giving you and you're like, you know what, I just want the skincare kit because I know the products that you're talking about are going to work for me, then go to our website, yourSkinGoals.com, shop skincare at the top, and then you select one of these skincare kits that we have. Again, we have one for oily skin, oily to acne, normal to combination, dry skin, sensitive skin, and we also have products for those who have eczema or psoriasis. Those are called the eczema and psoriasis relief kits. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly, I told everybody about it yesterday. I'm super excited. On March 19th at 11 a.m., we are having a spa party. It is called the Brunch and Relax Pamper Spa Party. So it's going to be a very intimate event. We're only going to have 10 guests. My 10 guests are going to get to come into the spa. You are going to change out of your clothes and put on a luxurious spa robe and slippers. We're going to have mimosas, light brunch bites, and you will get to choose several different or choose from a select menu of spa services. And the spa services are facial, foot treatment, sauna detox, yoni steam, or a back treatment. And your back treatment is us deep cleansing the back, we exfoliate, and you get a massage on the back. And this is an area that a lot of people often overlook because, you can't reach it, you just can't get to it the way you need to. So we're going to go in and deeply cleanse, exfoliate, and help give you some glowing skin on the back. We're approaching summertime, so you want to get your back in order. But again, I'm really, really excited about that event, March 19th at 11 a.m. Click the link in the bio so you can grab your ticket. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. If y'all have questions, if you're watching the replay, drop them in the comments below and I will come back and answer them for y'all. But before I go, I just want to ask anybody have any questions? I see we still have a couple people on here. I'll give you a second just to make sure we don't have any more questions while I check my notes and make sure I went over everything I was supposed to discuss. Thank you so much for the hearts and the love. Okay, so I don't see any more questions. So again, thank y'all so much for joining me. I will be back on, let me see. We are going to be back on the 18th and we're going to talk about specifically how much product to use. So all the products that I've talked to y'all about today, all the different steps, we're going to go in deep exactly how much product you should be using for each one and how to use them. So catch me on March 18th at 12 o'clock noon. I thank you guys so much for adjusting your time and coming on a little early. I had an unexpected meeting pop up, but 12 o'clock noon on March 18th. Lord have mercy, January 18th. So I will see y'all next week. Have an amazing Friday.